Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of our Final Fantasy II 100% guide. We are going to head south into the hidden chocobo forest. We're going to find a chocobo, and at least now we can run with no encounters a bit faster than normal. Back to Altair. So, I run back to Altair to... Let's try that again. I run back to Altair to basically use the inn and rest up. Obviously, for those not using the playlist, Final Fantasy II was a while ago. So let's talk about what's happened. We've basically not been able to stop the massive Dreadnaught taking off to the sky and destroying a bunch of towns. In our effort to destroy it, we've had to find basically a magical fire, the Sunfire, and if we add that to the engines, it should basically cause the heaters and generators and systems within the Dreadnaught to overheat and explode, destroying the ship from its inside out. Now, I do end up heading into Altair and being like, do I talk to Minwu? Do I talk to the king? Who do I talk to? And basically, Minwu does say that the princess felt bad. She tried to meet you at Kashyun's keep on Cid's airship. But if you then ask Minwu about the airship, it says that it will have to have set down somewhere eventually. It couldn't have flown all the way back to the Empire straight away. So our goal is to now basically hunt down and search for the Dreadnaught ASAP before it can make its way all the way back to the Empire with Princess Hilda captive. With her captive in the Empire, a bit like Final Fantasy XII, they could maybe use her as a pawn to like relinquish control of the kingdom or cause the Rebel Alliance to like falter out of wanting to save their royal family's lives. But we're not going to let that happen. We're going to let everybody rest up in the inn, and now we're fighting fit to go, you know, fuck up an airship, I guess. We're going to leave Altair now and make our way north. And then if we look at the X on the map, we're basically going to need to travel all the way up to the northwest until we enter the second area of this upper island. Again, just showing off all the different items we're getting, and then we're straight into the Dreadnaught. Thankfully, we ended up with a key item, so we do have the pass, and this does let us into the Dreadnaught itself. Now, one really important thing is that this particular zone is missable. Sorry, it's not missable because obviously we're here, we've not missed it. It is impermanent. We are only able to be in and travel around the Dreadnaught at this exact point in time. When we leave and continue the story too far, it's going to be a point of no return situation. And basically we're going to have to make sure we get every single treasure chest at every single encounter that we can while on the Dreadnaught, just so we don't miss anything. But we've been really good so far in just collecting every encounter as it happens. There's just a big comedy, I think, of you know, Gordon attacking, meant to be like this cool royal knight, and does 0 damage, and DJ just, you know, dusts off his hands and just one punches for like treble 6 damage, you know? But basically, I am getting encounters, but unless they're specifically encounters like ghasts and things that we actually need to fight to add to the bestiary, then I'm just going to basically be skipping over them. But what's really handy is that we're able to hop in and use Asuna to level it up quite quickly out of the menu instead of having to do it in battle. And so if you really let your characters get status from things like the ghasts and stuff, then it can be quite useful to power level Asuna, because obviously in the back of our mind we know that we have to get some sort of magic command and some sort of weapon type to the max level for 2 achievements in this game. So I mean, it's probably going to be Cure. Let's be real about it. It's going to be Cure. But there's no reason we can't have more powerful Asunas going forward, you know? But we have the bomb and the balloon. We have the gas, shadow, and ghoul. So, like, you know, just keep on running around until we find all the enemies. Again, we see Tainted and stuff. Blinded. And Tainted got more thunder. Tainted got more HP. She's just absolutely popping off. Heading down to the 2nd floor. We still have the green and blue bombs, the balloon and the mine. But again, Recusant and DoppelJanger, everyone just getting all the levels. I know it's because of the boosters, but I like to at least leave in, yeah, here's what we do. We have the intimidating Werepanther. This definitely feels like a Korul design. A very early days Korul. Gordon finally cresting, you know, 4 digits. That's very nice. Were-rats and ghasts. I actually really like the were-rats, like, design. The little candy cane tail. That's quite cute. And again, once we end up with duplicate battles, I'm like, yeah, we're just going to skip over them. I'm not going to have you guys wasting time, essentially. But our gil is astronomical. Oh my god. There comes a point where I am kind of like, okay, let's just no one counters this for a quick second. I think I didn't get the other chest down here. 1 second. I kind of saw it out of the corner of my eye. There's Hilda. We have 2 chests here. And then I think I have to move all the way over to the left-hand side for that other treasure chest there. This is the one zone, like the one area that it is so, so, so important not to miss anything. So be checking your map and the area and just make sure you don't miss out on anything. The one trick is, this zone you can actually walk through the guards, so it's a bit silly that you ended up not being able to, or thinking you're not able to go down this way, you know? Once again, little hidden wall, looking really, really tricky. And now we have tons of enemies to go against, so come on, Tainted. DJ can take out one, but we need you to take out some other ones with your AoE spells. Lady Thor! Nice. She got rid of 2. That was good. Oh, would you look? They're getting buffs. They're getting buffed with Berserk. Still not strong enough to deal with DJ. But the AoE magics, guys, look at this. Time to cast some cures, and then another bout of thunder. Let's go. And just like that, another massive amount of enemies destroyed. Recusant gets more spirit. We get another Scourge. Tomes, plural. But yeah, it's always so tricky. You're like, you have to be looking out for these little hidden walls and things. That's why it can be quite tricky. Oh, get out of the way. Why are they like standing in the way of the stairs all the time? It's maddening. But yeah, I'm really delighted we're getting back to this series now. It is one of those things where It's super interesting when, you know, we finish Kingdom Hearts 2 now. We're going to be finishing Final Fantasy 2 soon. Like, we're kind of chipping away through all the different series that, you know, we started the channel with. We started the channel with Final Fantasy X, X-2. Kingdom Hearts was like a big milestone as well. Ooh, a dark bow. That sounds pretty cool. Pity we don't have an archer. You know, I know Maria's like the typical, or sorry, Tainted is the typical archer, but we're using her as just the elemental mage that she is. The gates opened and we can rescue Hilda. Recusant, I meant to meet you at Cashew Keep, but things didn't go as planned. I'm so sorry. Thank you for coming to save me. And then I stupidly think she has more to say. But let's talk to Sid, and he's like, let's save the thank yous for later. I'll head to the airship with the princess. You did find that engine room and toss the Sunfire in. And this is where this area, this dungeon, the treasure chests, the enemies, it's all a one-time gig because literally we're never going to be able to return to the Dreadnaught because the idea is the Dreadnaught's going to be blown sky high. And now that we've kind of gotten through a bunch of the treasures, I'm like, okay, let's turn on the encounters again while we're just making our way to other treasure zones. And yeah, getting tons of money. We love to see it. But now instead of going north, we're going to head south. And hopefully get ourselves to another area that we can collect more. Tainted nearly reaching 3000 HP. Good on her. What's mad is that we don't seem to be like jumping in MP anymore. I think we just need to be just powering our spells that bit more. So that way we're using multiple like 10 cost spells and things. I think our MP's kind of hit a little bit of a stagnant wall, you know? I always just think it's gas that just because we've not been using any magic with DJ, he just has 10 MP. That's it. Hasn't grown the least little bit. And like, just look how fast this is going now. Like, we're literally just one-banging everything. Even Gordon is like feeling useful. How wild. $736. Go on, DJ. Absolute one-punch champion. But can we find more treasures? A mine and balloons. Yeah, like it's a lot of the same, you know? Oh, but there it is. The stunner. New rafts. Let's go. And this is what's so frustrating is that you literally are like, I would just turn off the encounters, but I just need these brand new enemies now. And look at DJ doing over 1,000 damage. 1,030 damage. Well done, bro. Still no level 9 in those fists. Come on. It's maddening. And down again. We make it lower and lower into the basement 4. Once again, do not talk to any of these soldiers. They will instigate a fight, so just leave them be. We're just on our way, minding our own business. And then you see on the 4th floor, that's just where I had to be going. It's like, it seems that the stunners are more common the lower down you go. And here we have a Hell Diver, another new enemy. Very nice, very nice. Added to the bestiary, well done us. It's like, DoppelJanger, come on, bro. We just need you to, like, level up that fist weapon attack. But here we have an absolute ton of treasures. So let's collect all of these. And I think then we're pretty much going to be finishing up this area. We're going to blow it up to high heaven. Oh, the HP going up all the time is just brilliant. A main Gaunch and monsters. Oh, we have a Hill Gigas. Let's go. That's another new one for the bestiary. And yeah, let's just try and take down the Hill Gigas. We're going to put up Protect. Recusant being the best little white mage. We love that for him. Oh, but you look at Gordon being able to absolutely take out an enemy all by himself. He's being such a good boy. The Blizzard's not really doing much, but like the hit from the Hill Gigas doing 300 was absolutely terrifying. That was with Protect Up as well. Crazy. So now we're going to try single targeting with Tainted. We just need to, like, if it survived one punch from DJ, we're already nervous, you know? Thunder! Nice, Tainted. Well done. Gordon got some HP. We got the Stun Tome and an Ice Shield. So that's quite nice. And then the Giant Hammer. And now I'm like, okay guys, 10 out of 10 chests in the Dreadnaught. Absolutely perfect. You know, that's it. Now, if I'm being 100% honest, the encounters in the Dreadnaught, you can find them elsewhere. But like, I would just rather take some time now to be able to collect all the stuff at this point than hunting for it later on, you know? The more we have, the more I'm able to in later dungeons just be like, no encounters, plow on. Oh, a trio of Werepanthers. Always interesting. Tainted, you know, you're gifted in many things, but physical attacks, it does not seem as one of them. It's like Tainted with a full-on ass weapon, 80 damage to 40 damage. DJ with just his fists and you know, arms of steel, just KOing things left and right. This will never not be fun for me. I just love that DJ is an absolute martial art madman. Tainted's poison, but you know what that means? We get to use Asuna from the menu! Woo! I'm getting those cures up as well. It's like so close to being level 12 already. It's absolutely mad. The only annoying thing is this is very much like one of those just mazes as a kid where you had to just use the line to like find your way to the center, because these guys don't move, and even if you fight them they will just stay spawned in, so just navigate your way around. There is a successful path to the Sunfire engine room, and now it's time to blow this place to high heaven. There was a point where I did just triple check. I was like, before I do anything, let's check that we have all the treasure chests again. But we have tossed in the Sunfire. It's now having an explosive reaction. Sunfire is thrown into the engine. What have you done? The engine! That voice! There's no time, Tainted. The ship will blow up any minute. We have to get to Sid's airship. Now, thank God they didn't just put a timer and make me have to run all the way back out of the Leviathan, I was going to say. The Dreadnaught. But the mysterious Dark Knight. Tainted seemed to say that she recognized the voice. What could that mean? Oh, the music's pretty slapping, actually. Run, guys, run! We jump into Sid's airship, we take to the skies, and the Dreadnaught is blown to bits. 1 point for the rebels. But you know what happened in Star Wars. We had a bit of hope, and then the Empire striked back. So I'm sure their revenge will be swift and sure. We got our new achievement, counterattack, blowing up the Dreadnaught. Always nice to get an achievement in an episode. And look at us, we're all at like 3,000 health. Well, bar Gordon. But Gordon isn't part of the original, you know, quartet. So we can, you know, he's a guest. He's a guest in our trio. In our triage. Minwoo, is everything alright? Gordon, Minwoo, and Recusant. I have one last request for each of you. Please listen carefully. Gordon, you've grown so strong. You will lead my people. Do all you can to help Hilda. My liege, I swear it on my very life. Minwoo, you know the legend. The legend speaks of an ultimate magic that was sealed away. The seal may only be broken when the world stands on the brink of destruction. I believe the time has come. Do you agree? Time to break the seal and unbinding the ultimate tome is upon us. Recusant, I will have you go to Deist, the home of dragoons. I was told that all the dragoons know the secret of Ultima, yet I refuse to believe that there are no survivors of such a noble group. If you go to stand against the Empire, we might need this advanced magic. If you combine your efforts, the day of victory will come. Take care of Hilda. Your Majesty! You should save our tears for another time. Gordon, you're so stoic. You're such a strong boy. We must carry on the King's last wishes. We have duties to do and will not let them unfulfilled. We have to go find the dragoons in this place called Deist. And they have a way of unsealing the ultimate magic. And you know that Tainted's going to learn that. Tainted's like, listen babes, black magic, I'm on it. The Empire will know the force of the dragoons. The Empire wants to wipe out the dragoons. And then dragoons would speak to the wyverns. And now we're going to ask about the wyverns. If you go to Deist, you may find wyverns that yet live. We can go to the port of Paloom. So off to Paloom we go. Guys, it's getting so exciting. First we're having like... And we're down to 3 guys again. Sorry, we're down to 2 guys and our badass girl. Let's go. We're gonna have a little rest up, heal ourselves up to full. And now we're heading over to get ourselves a ship again. We've not been to Deist before, so... What does that tell us, ladies and gents? We're gonna have more treasure chests to find. So at this point in time, I'm like, listen, it's fine. We don't need encounters for the overworld at the minute. Bestiary's done, so we're gonna just have to head into Poft again. And hopefully find ourselves a ship. So now we have to talk to the purple-haired sailor. And she's has her ship on the way to Deist. Tainted is like, this does seem a bit too convenient, Recusant. Maybe, but there's no other ships going to Deist. We're going to just have to trust her. Her name's Leah. Or Layla. I can't remember which it is. But Tainted is like, oh, man. Just swayed by a good-looking woman. Hopping in the ship, however, Tainted is proven right. Her female intuition of spotting a traitorous bitch was on point. Trust in pirates doesn't say doesn't say a lot for what's between your ears. What? It's a fight you want, and ye are stupid, so come on, boys. So we have an absolute boatload of buccaneers ready for an absolute fight. And now we're going to just blast them with Tainted's Thunder. Unfortunately, we couldn't teleport them away. But one blast from Tainted does damage to all of them. And once again, DJ is doing top class damage, over 1,000. Let's go. I'm just putting up the defenses. I'm not even sure we need it. And just like that, we've taken care of the pirates. That's pretty much going to be our episode, though. So basically what ends up happening is that Leela ends up joining the party We end up turning her to our side. She's going to go against the Empire. And yeah, we get another achievement for having her join the party and gaining a ship that we're able to travel the high seas ourselves in our control. But that's pretty much been the episode. I've been the RPG Recusant. You've all been amazing. And I hope you have a continued wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you decided to tune in to us today. That's me signing off. Have a good one.